It is my last day being a teenager. So, let's find something to do. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna take my dog to use the bathroom. Then I'm gonna shower, get ready, and find something to do. I'm a little bit broke, so I don't got much money to spend. And I think I'm going to see the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory play tomorrow that our local theater is doing. I think my mom said something about breakfast and coffee, but it's like 9 o'clock. Yeah. So, let me do that. There he is over there. And if you're wondering why he's in there and not sleeping with me in my bed, he decided to freaking throw a tantrum yesterday. And he was mad because I wasn't playing fetch with him after he decided to throw his toy in the toilet. And he kept hitting me. When I say he hits me, he literally throws punches. Like, seriously, like he throws punches. So, I let him play until I was ready to go to bed, and then I put him in his kennel. Because I was sitting in the floor watching TV on YouTube. But then I was ready for bed, and so I put him in the kennel. Because he kept trying to bring the toy everywhere he went and wanted me to throw it, which is the first time he's ever wanted to play fetch. So I don't know why he threw the ball in the toilet. But, yeah, so I'm going to put some clothes on, take him to potty, and get ready. And I don't know. We'll see what I vlog. I always start vlogs and then never finish them, even though I need to be more consistent, which is going to be my thing for turning 20. Is consistency. Okay guys, I'm out of my shower. Don't mind that I look like a wet rat. Oh my gosh. It's 10:03. I ended up trimming my hair. I've never cut my own hair, but I did it. And I'm also very, very hair insecure. So let's see if I have a breakdown later. Anyways, I'm going to get a Whataburger breakfast. That sounds good. And hold on, I'm gonna show y'all the fit. Don't mind my car, it's dirty, and that's my brother's. Also, just put my Octo Buddy on my phone, except for it's the Casemate one. Yeah, don't mind that. It's my post-shower, pre-makeup, pre-day outfit. So yeah, I was thinking I could do an eat with me with my breakfast, kind of just go through my year of being 19, and then, man, I hope y'all are not connected to the car. This audio is gonna sound dookie butt. And then maybe make like some type of vision board for 20, and then maybe go try and find some stuff to buy. I don't know. We'll see. So let's go to Whataburger. I'm gonna turn on some music. So I decided I'm actually gonna do a year 19 recap while I do my makeup for the day. And I have my breakfast and I'm gonna eat that at home, but I always watch YouTube while I eat. So I was like, I also feel kind of awkward eating and trying to talk at the same time. I'm still not great at doing my makeup and talking at the same time, but I have done a few get ready with me's on TikTok, but I think I've deleted all of them except for, no, I think I deleted all of them or put them in my privated videos. I don't know, I just want a fresh start for everything. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of bad at repeating the same cycle of things, and I feel like being in the same habits, it's not helping me break any cycles. So change how I do my stuff, how I go about my day. And I'm gonna watch Minecraft while I eat. I love watching Minecraft. I watched my YouTube recap, and my number one YouTuber that I watched this year was Natalie Zasek, which I love their whole friend group. Literally, like, looks like the dream friend group, and their life looks so fun. And then my number 2 through 5 spots were the Goofy Gang, if you know who they are. Cheap Pickle, Wally Bear, Allie, Kinda Mac Dude. Yes, I love watching them. Like, I watch them religiously. And right now I'm getting 7 Brew before I go home. And I got a sugar cookie oat milk latte hot. Okay, now I guess let's start my makeup and talk about being 19. I really wish my hair would choose a texture. There's this piece, there's these pieces. None of it is consistent. Don't mind my dog, he's in trouble. He tried to bite me. Okay guys, so I cut the audio right here because my dog was crying in the background. As I just said, he tried to bite me that day, and so he was in trouble. He was in the kennel. And it got to the point where I had to cut the video at one point, and yeah, it was just a little bit too much. So, anyways, in this clip, I said I was going to explain my year being 19. So, starting off on my birthday, turning 19, at first I was like, I don't know what I wanted to do with my birthday. Like, I don't think I'm gonna hang out with anybody. Because I had spent my 16th, 17th, and 18th birthday alone. And I was just like, okay, so same expectations for 19. Well, I was really close to the group of people that I worked with, and they were like, "You should have a party." So I was like, "Okay, let's have a party." So this was 1 week before my birthday. By my birthday, it was a really fun party. There was lots of drinks flowing. For legal purposes, it was juice, and yeah, we were just having a great time. Like, my birthday kind of set off. Not, oh my gosh, a bender. There we go. Just like of hanging out every weekend with the same group of friends and just, playing cards, watching movies, going out to eat, hanging out, and just, chilling. And we did that not every weekend, but almost every weekend for the next like 4 or so months. Um, until there was drama. So if you know anybody in that friend group or know anything about that friend group, it lasted for a little bit, but you know, some people really like drama and some people really don't care for it. I don't really care for it that much, so when everything happened, I gladly just like stepped aside. Um, they kind of forced me out of the group. I don't really care. Like, it was not that deep to me. Um, Everything that happened though was based around a bunch of lies, a bunch of people lying, and a bunch of people being sneaky. I'm gonna leave it at that. I tried to overcomplicate it in this clip of me explaining it, but I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus or anything. Like, I have my opinions on the situation. It's whatever. Other people have their opinions on the situation. It's whatever. Point is, nearly none of us hang out anymore. Sorry, guys, I'm a little congested. um, what else? So after this, we stopped hanging out in around springtime, which my birthday's in December. I don't think I mentioned that anywhere in this video. This is December 6th. My birthday is December 7th. Um, and yeah, so we stopped hanging out in April, I believe. And I just started noticing inconsistencies with them and wanting me around. And so I was just like, okay, they're slowly starting to hang out with me less. So I just stopped communicating, cut ties, whatever. I still am friends with 2 of them. Um, yeah, like, whatever. Okay, and then, so for the next couple months, nothing really happened. It was whatever. And then summer started, and um, I got into a new group of people, of friends, and this group felt very different. So the last group was based solely around having fun and getting messed up and wasted and stuff on the weekends. And whatever, like, it's fun for a time being. We're young. Teens are gonna do that. Let's be honest here. But this next friend group, like, yes, we did some of those things, but not every time we hung out. It was literally like one of the times we hung out. So it started out with a work party that one of our friends had organized for us, and it was fun. And that kind of started the group that we hung out with for the rest of the summer. Um, we played kickball that night and pickleball, and then kind of pickleball was our thing. So we just like played pickleball all the time after work, and we hung out, and we would go out to dinners and stuff. And this friend group felt a lot more mature in a way. Um, I don't know. It was a very different vibe of friend groups than I had been in before. Cause like early high school, I was in a group like the last group I was talking about, where we partied all the time, which nothing wrong with that either. But it just, I felt like it was time to grow up a little bit for myself, and so that they had already kind of been in that stage. It was nice getting to adapt with their friend group and let them and like letting me come in, I guess. I don't know. Um, we had planned a trip to Gatlinburg, and so that trip that trip was really fun. That's the one time I'm talking about that we did have fun and party a little bit. I never in a million years thought that that group of people was who I would have went on my first friend vacation with, but it was fun. We had a lot of fun. Um, the last day there was kind of a big mess up. I suggested we stayed another night, and we had trouble getting a room. So we decided, okay, we're gonna leave. Well, instead of leaving, we ended up staying. We paid for our room twice. Um, it was a whole long story, and um, but it was fine. We had fun. Um, yeah, it was just very different. Like every time we did anything or went anywhere, like we prayed and we talked about just like like friendships, relationships, like stuff like that, like just connections with people. And it was good. I liked the change of pace of the friend group that I was in. Um, and then end of summer came, obviously the ones that go to college, they went back to college, and then the ones that are still in high school, they had school, and then like some of us that worked, we just went back to work. So obviously they all go to college, like some in different states and then some just further down south. Sorry, um, my mouth is getting a little dry, a little cotton mouth going on. Um, but yeah, it was great. We had a lot of fun. And then now, recently, I've been doing absolutely nothing. Like, I've just been working, and that's all. I did move out of my mom's house though. That is something that happened right after summer. I have a roommate and we got an apartment. We have a 2 bedroom, 2 bath apartment, and it's great. It's going good. Um, you know, we, I mean, me and my roommate hang out, but we don't hang out very often, so I feel like it also helps with there being less arguments and no tension. It's kind of we just do our own thing. Sorry. Um, and her boyfriend comes and hangs out all the time. He's super nice. They're so cute together too. If she ever watches this, I hope you know that y'all are so cute together. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. We just have fun. And then it was my birthday. So, oh, actually, I did reconnect with one more friend that I had been best friends with all throughout elementary school until I moved cities. Um, yeah, we reconnected and we're good friends. He's my neighbor. Um, we don't hang out every day, but we do hang out quite often. So yeah, it was really good reconnecting with him. I don't know how that's gonna turn out because he is moving back to his mom's. Um, but I don't know. We had fun. I Oh, sorry. I'm trying to figure out what else I did this year. I don't do very much stuff, but I did go to 4 concerts this year. I'm also trying to milk it because this clip is really long and I'm trying to finish out the voiceover so that the clip can keep going. Anyways, also, I'm sorry to anybody that is stressed out that my audio is not lining up with my mouth in this video. I get that that can be frustrating because, especially for people that like to read lips. Um, but back to the concerts. I went on March 1st to see Puya in Birmingham. March 1st or 3rd. Maybe it was the 3rd. I don't know. Sometime in March, I went and seen Puya. It was the They Could Never Make Me tour with Freddie Dredd. I don't know who Freddie's opener was, um, but I was outside, kind of missed his set. It was good from what I could hear, but I was outside, like I said. Um, Concert was so good. It was so fun, high energy. I will be posting a video eventually of a recap of my concert, so I might not go into too much detail in this voiceover because it will have its own video. It'll have pictures and clips. I do have to figure out how to not get copyrighted though in that video, so I don't know what I'm doing. I obviously am still starting out, finishing up some editing and figuring out how like YouTube is going to work for me. Um, my second concert was Russ. Oh my goodness, I was so excited about this. This was my first R&B concert. Russ kind of has a mix of genres, but I would consider him under R&B. Um, it was so fun. It was definitely a different vibe than what I'm used to because like I listen to so many different music genres, but most of the concerts I go to is like has like that underground feel. I wouldn't consider Puya and Suicide Boys and stuff like that to be underground anymore, but that's definitely how they started out. So I don't know what I would personally describe them as. But that's the type of concerts that I'm used to. So going to an R&B concert, the vibe was so different, but it was the Wild tour, and it was good. It was so good. Russ, oh my gosh, Russ is a beautiful man. His stage prop and his stage presence absolutely insane. It was so fun. I finally got to scream my little heart out to Losing Control. Favorite song probably since. Okay, sorry, I had to cut that sound clip because I started stuttering really bad and could not think of what I was trying to say. But yes, my next concert was Grade A and it was fun. Obviously, um, I got pit tickets again. Um, that was my fourth time going and my third time in the pit. I went twice in 2021. Nope, I'm lying. I went twice in 2023. Sorry. I went twice in 2023, once in 24, and then this year in 25. And I probably will be back next year. Um, and this year I finally moshed. So my first year in the pit, I got pretty much barricade. My second year, I tried to get to the front, ended up was like maybe 20, 15 to 20 feet from the stage. And then my third year, I was like, okay, it's not worth it if I don't get barricade to be in the same spot I was at last year. Because Crowd Crush it's so intense. People that have never been in Crowd Crush do not understand how bad it actually is. Like obviously, like people know about Astro World and all that and stuff, but it's intense. Crowd Crush is horrible because you're just stuck in people and you can't move, you can't breathe. Um, so this year I was like, I'm gonna stay back, and whenever I'm ready to go in the pits, I'll like go in, and I did this year, and it was so good, and it was so much fun. At one point though, someone I had met up with this girl. I don't know who she was. Have not found any of her social medias, and we did take pictures together. Have not been able to find her. Um, we hung out and we went in the pit together, locked arms, and someone dragged her down. And all I know is I got dragged down too. And there was a pile up. And when I say people take it so seriously when you fall in the pit, everybody runs over to pick you up, make sure everybody's off the ground. Like it's like it looks intimidating, but it's such a welcoming and like environment, and it's just so great. And I love going every year. The vibes are always great. There's obviously always going to be those one or two people that like kind of are just kind of out there, kind of are not meshing with everybody and don't want to be touched. That's another thing. I'm sorry, I don't want to be this person, but if you don't want to be touched, don't be in the pit. There's no room. People like, especially at a show like that. Obviously, like I said, there's crowd crush. Like because the pits are going, if you're in the pit, you're gonna get touched. If you're anywhere outside the pits, even at the back of the crowd, when the pits open, you're gonna get touched. Like if you don't want to be touched, you're gonna get mad. Don't be in the pit. Like I know you want to be close. It sucks, but either don't be in the pit or get over it. I'm sorry. Like I don't want to be that person because obviously I am a newer fan and people are like, or just not even like I don't even go to like a bunch of like metal shows or anything for different like mosh pit scenarios. But if you're gonna get angry, I don't understand the point. That's just my stance on it. Anyways, sorry. Anyways, um, yes, love the environment every single time. I will never get over being there. I also think like Russ was amazing. It was. But I do think Grey Day being my first concert that I got to go to that was my choice of music because I'd been to like concerts before that my mom had taken me to. Um, but the intense feelings and like the high emotions, the high vibrations, like there's nothing like going to Grey Day and actually feeling the music. Like we already feel it, obviously. We love the music, that's why we're there. But when you can feel it vibrating through your body, it's like no other feeling in the world, and it's the most insane thing. And it's great. And I honestly feel like Grey Day has like ruined every other concert for me. Like, yes, they're amazing, they're great, they're fun. That's why I go to so many. But Grey Day sets my expectations so high just by the feeling of it alone. It's great. And so my last concert that I went to this year, I went back and seen Puya um with the No Media tour. Um and it was so fun. It was great. Um I moshed there too. It was a small venue. Obviously, there was only a couple hundred people of there. I took a picture with Nick and got him to sign my wristband, and then they had some policy with Puya, so I was confused, so I just didn't take pictures or have anybody video me. But I did get to get my wristband signed, and I gave him a hug and we had a conversation. But yeah, so I had met Puya and Nick already in 2023, but I got to meet them again. And yeah, it was overall just a really good time. And Thanksgiving was the next thing. I'm sorry. I was just such a crazy jump from meeting famous people to Thanksgiving, but that was the next event in my life. It was good. I cooked cole cannon, which is like Irish mashed potatoes with leeks and cabbage. I didn't do kale, I did cabbage. And then I also added bacon. Um, and then these apple pie roll-ups things and garlic cheesy bread and green bean casserole and turtle pie. Sorry, I kept saying and, but I was trying to think. I keep forgetting that I there was just like a dish in there that I kept forgetting, and those were it. So I had to think about them for a second, and then yeah, then it was my birthday, and that's where we are so far. Um, Later on in this video, I may have to do some more explaining in another voiceover, so just stay tuned for that. If not, I'll come back and add it to the back of this clip, so just wait. Okay, clearly, I was getting frustrated. One, because I couldn't remember anything that I was trying to say. Two, Cujo was overstimulating me. Three, I was talking so slow, and I was just getting overwhelmed and irritated. So I finished my makeup, and then I went to go put my clothes on, and I was gonna wear a black bodysuit. Didn't even touch my armpits, and deodorant spread all over the deodorant spread all over the entire thing. So now I'm on the way to Martin's just to see what stuff they have. And then I was gonna see if they had any like, oh my gosh, it sounds like my phone is going to fall. The mail truck is beside me. I was gonna see if they have any summery beachy comforters. Hello? Because I'm going to redecorate my room and beach theme stuff, and eventually I'm gonna go get all my other stuff from my stepsister's room, because she moved into my old bedroom when I moved out, and then I let her just keep the stuff just because it was already in there. But now I want it back, and I'm gonna get her new stuff for Christmas. She said she wants like pinks and blues and golds and whites, so that's what I'm going to be getting her. Not on this paycheck though, so yeah. Having double lined lips low-key is like irritating sometimes. But whatever. This is the fit. I got white and blue Air Forces on, even though the blue don't match nothing, but my jeans are long enough to cover it. So I'm going to go to Martin's and bring you guys along with me. Yeah. Also, I've never done where I've like highlighted, what is that? Lip pencil. Where I've highlighted all of my freckles. Obviously I'll do my 2 big beauty marks, but I've never done all of my freckles. I don't know, I kind of dig it. So let's go. Okay, so I'm at Martin's. I've never seen the store this packed. I'm nervy just because I still get nervous filming in public, so we'll see how this goes. So I would like to note that yes, these are creased, but I creased them when I was making the first part of the video in my apartment complex parking lot. I've had these for 5 years. They're a little dirty, just a little bit on the rubber, but I've had these for 5 years and I literally creased them when I was filming the first part of this video, which is not that I don't really care, to be honest, because I have had them for so long, but like, because they were like kind of soft creases like this shoe, I always press my foot down and deep crease that one. Little disappointed in myself, but it's all right. So I understand why Martin's was so busy. Everything in there was on sale. Not everything, but a lot of stuff in there was on sale. And I spent $70. I spent $77 actually. I just moved money from my savings. This is why I'm bad at saving. But I'm assuming I'm gonna get birthday money and Christmas money soon, so it'll be alright. I love having matte makeup, but my lips are dry. I need chapstick. I'll do a full haul probably when I get home. I think I am gonna go to TJ Maxx and Ross to see what bed comforters they have, because my dog chewed up my last one and all I'm using right now I was using throw blankets, and since those are dirty, I'm using my immigrant blanket I got from my father. Yeah, if you are an immigrant or have immigrant parents or family, you know what the blanket I'm talking about is, and I have the red peacock one. So I'm missing the blue peacock one and the black tiger one. My family has, and family friends have stolen them and probably gotten rid of them. I think the blue one got burned. I'm very sad about. That one was my favorite. I don't know, the tiger one was pretty good. And then the red peacock one that I have has a cigarette hole through it, but my Nana had one of those. And now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like there's a green one, but I could be confusing it with the blue one, because it was like blues and greens. But I feel like there's one more that I'm missing. So out of 3 or 4 blankets, I have one of them. Either way, I don't usually like sleeping with throw blankets just because they're not that comfortable to me. I like comforters because they're also cooler since they're puffy. There's also a lady in the car next to me. She's definitely watching me film myself, but I don't really care. But oh, I got too nervous to film in there because it was so packed. And I'm pretty sure, so there's a plus size section at Martin's, and me and this other girl, and then I guess the other girl's like mom or something, I don't know. They were like grown, like we were over there, and not to put the other girl on blast or anything, but like, yeah, we were plus size, we were in the plus size section. This girl, mind you, this girl's also in the plus size section. She's not small, but she's not like I'd say she's like large, medium large, some extra large stuff. Like, she's not plus size, but she was over there taking pictures of people. And like, I don't know if she tried to take a picture of me, but when she like turned the phone like in the direction that I just stared at it because I'm not oblivious. And she was like grinning and smirking. Girl, I'm not gonna talk bad about her. I was gonna say something. I'm trying to change. But yeah. So here's my bag. It was $77. Everything I got was on sale, I think. I'm pretty sure. And I'm gonna look at the original tags and the receipt price to see like how much it would have been if the stuff wasn't on sale versus if it was. Yeah, right now I'm gonna go back across town to Ross and TJ Maxx. Probably TJ Maxx first because it's closer. They're literally across the street from each other, but I would pass TJ Maxx first. I didn't see too much beachy like decor, but it is in fact December. So I know, ooh, Hobby Lobby, they have beach stuff for sure. Also, I did not know until probably like 2 or 3 years ago that people literally travel to our city to go to Martin's. Did not know that. Honestly, it could be why it's so busy is because there's sales and there's not, I think there's only 2 Martins. I could be wrong. I did look it up at some point. I feel like there's only a handful of Martins, like stores, and one of them is here. So I didn't know it was rare. Didn't know we were lucky to have it. But yeah, I seen a video where this girl traveled like 4 hours to come here. But also, I would drive the hour and a half, 2 hours to get to the unclaimed baggage store only because they have Hoggle. And if you know me, you know my favorite movie in the entire world is The Labyrinth, and I have a 5-minute TikTok that I believe I left up, maybe I privated it, about a plot for a second movie if they should ever have one, because in my head that's what it needs to be. Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna go. Okay, TJ Maxx and Hobby Lobby were a no-go for comforters. I did get my stepdad his Christmas gifts, so he's even with my mom's pricing of the stuff I got her. Also, my tire is bald. Didn't know that. Noticed it when I was walking back into the car. I'm really over shopping now, but I got one more store to go to. It's Saturday, it's Christmas season. Everybody and their mother is shopping. I mean, I guess I am too, but usually when I go shopping, literally nobody is out. Right. I've been back from shopping for a couple of hours. Had a horrible experience freaking leaving Ross. So, this lady had a medical emergency, and I was there just to like make sure nothing was gonna happen, because I had a CPR mask in my pocket because I'm certified. I'm certified in sorry, my mom texted me. I'm certified in like basic first aid and CPR and all that stuff because I'm lifeguard. So trying to find a place to stick my phone. None of these places are good. And when the ambulance got there, I literally said to this lady, hey, can we move over because they're gonna tell us to move anyways? And she cussed me out and told me I needed to mind my own business. Lady, you were just standing there in the way. I was literally standing there because I had a CPR mask in my pocket in case something happened before the fire trucks and ambulance got there. Not to mention, when they did get there, I tried to get out of their way. And she was in my way to get out of their way. She started cussing me out. And I started shaking because I was going to fight that lady. But I said that I don't want to be angry anymore. And she really was testing me. If I didn't work for the city, and if I wasn't going to go to jail, I would have fought that lady. But yeah. Also, the mustache was on the back of this pizza topping box. I don't know if it's supposed to go in my nose, but that's where it's at. I got this hoodie. It says, feeling very good, and it's strawberries. And then it's on the back as well. On sale. I got these 2 tote bags. These were also on sale. These were originally $30 each. I got them for $5 each. This one is like blue hibiscus and reverses into like these colors in paisley. And then this one is like a sun pattern with the gold hibiscus pattern on the inside. They're reversible. These little boxer shorts. These were $20. Yeah. They may have been on sale, but I think these were just $20. But they are. I got this Simply Southern shirt. It says Sunkissed. It's the same design, this design on the back. Well, it's a little bit different. Also, apparently people on TikTok think Simply Southern is a cult. Okay. Here's this one. Stand out from the flock. Also got this one because my senior year of softball, our theme for the year was flamingos for some reason. I don't know. This is the fundraiser we did. Hey guys, this is my 5th time trying to record the outro. All the other ones messed up, got deleted, or I didn't like to take. Anyways, I was going to say that I finished off the night watching the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie, and I loved it. And yeah. I did not end up filming on my actual birthday either. It was a good day. I went to my Auntie Sai's house and had Lao food.